Okay. Oh. Is it a bonnet?
No. There we go. The door is now closed. Let us commence this review. This is the new McLaren 720S. So what do you say we kick things off with some unfiltered driving? This is the McLaren 720S. It's the new rival to the Ferrari 488 GTB and is a car that can nip at the heels of the P1 without the need for any complicated hybrid systems. The headline figures, 720 horsepower. The price for this one spec'd up is £218,000. It'll do 0 to 62 in 2.9 seconds, over 200 miles an hour, and a standing quarter mile in 10.3 seconds, so it is a 10-second car. But these are just numbers on a sheet. What you want to know is what this kind of acceleration feels like to a 19-year-old with no other commitments in life than making me look handsome on camera. So for anyone who doesn't know, this is George Peck. He is our assistant producer. I thought it would be rude not to get you inside to feel what 0 to 60 is like in a 720S. So we've got a nice dead straight road. And I'm basically just going to boot it and then see your reaction. We're going to do it. Ready?
Ready. It's the way it doesn't stop, it accelerates. It feels the same all the way to the third gear.
It feels like an electric car, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like a Tesla. Yeah, it's the acceleration's electric. Hey?
Really?
Yeah, I'm not just a face. And the traction.
Yeah, no wheel spin at all.
How does it put the traction down? It's nuts. It's one of the fastest cars I've ever driven in my life. But the unfortunate thing is that I've not been able to explore anywhere near what this car is capable of because we've only been on the road. It goes super fast in a straight line, but I'm not going to go around corners at stupid speeds because there are loads of cyclists. It's a Saturday today. There are motorbike-lists. That's a thing, right?
Yeah, sure.
And there's just other cars and Italian drivers, no offence, but you are all over the place. Oh, Jesus, you muppet. Yeah, in a car that I don't own, I'm not going to be pushing any limits. So I can't tell you how good this car is. So I'll tell you about what this car is like more as a kind of daily driver. And obviously you want a daily driver to be comfortable, which brings me on to my first point, these optional bucket seats. Not the most comfortable. My back is starting to hurt now. They're very nice, they're very pretty. They do keep you in place, but they are extremely tight. So 488 versus Huracan versus this, which is your favourite in terms of looks?
The front of this, the front's really grown on me.
Yeah.
With those big eye sockets, but I don't like the back so much.
Oh, is that true?
I don't. I think it's really fussy. I don't like all the mesh.
Okay.
There's no neatness.
But it's all there for aero.
I appreciate that it's there for aero, but I just don't think it looks as good as a 488 rear.
Okay, interesting. I agree with you. I think the front end is stunning.
Yeah.
I mean, it just looks so cool. And when you've got all the doors up, it looks amazing. McLaren has told us a lot about how there is more tyre contact patch on the road because of the suspension setup. The tyres are different. The Pirelli P0s have been designed with Pirelli, especially for this car. One thing I will say is that the steering, super quick. It's really nice. This Alcantara wheel is really nice. Nice and thin as well, so you get a lot of road feedback, even though it is an electric setup. But, you know, most cars these days do have electric steering, so get over it, move on. This one's a good one. The brake feel is something that took me by surprise a little bit. You have to be very firm on the brake pedal to actually get the car to stop. I'm completely used to it now. It feels like a normal car. we're on cobbled streets at the moment, if you couldn't tell. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Taking a supercar on the road like this, probably not the best idea, but testament to the 720S, because it's taken a lot of punishment. And visibility. Visibility's a big plus point on this car, because we've got so much carbon fibre. This car is so rigid that McLaren have found it fit to put more glass around the car, so it's like you get a bit of a 360 view. The pillars at the back, they've got glass in them, which is very cool. When you're trying to overtake people on the motorway, you're going to pull out, that's really good for it. So yeah, very usable supercar.
Speaking of usability, let's cut to some important consumer information.
So I'm all about important consumer advice, and a lot of you guys have asked, can Alex fit in the front? Now, you know that I'm claustrophobic. I locked myself in the front of a McLaren many years ago, but I've taken some brave pills. I'm feeling strong, and I'm actually going to do it. So George, if you come a bit closer, I'm going to open up, I'm going to get inside and see if I can fit. All right, I cannot believe I'm doing this. Right, ready? Let's do this. Oh, dude.
Oh,
cheers, man. You've saved me a lot of bother. Cheers.
Okay, no worries.
So the next thing that you asked is, can you fist the exhaust? It's a CT staple thing. So
don't worry, guys. You heard it here first. 720S does fail the fist test.
Brilliant. Cheers, Paul. And then the last thing that you guys wanted to know was, what about those eyes at the front? Can you fist?
James, does it fit?
Oh, f***'s sake! Do I get excited driving it? Yes and no. I just feel like there's something missing.
And what that is flair. Yes, the 720S is one of the fastest cars I've ever driven, and yes, I'm sure it'll set a track on fire. But because it's been designed to cover all bases in the supercar ownership spectrum, I just feel like it's too safe, too capable, and far too clinical. At no point did I fear for my life, and as James Hunt's character in Rush said, the closer you are to death, the more alive you feel.
Oh, I'm going the wrong way again. Is it me, or is this
It's so
sat-nav
slow.
not very good?
It's really, really slow.
Okay, so that's one negative. What? Where's it going? Wake up! So it is a really good daily as long as you know where you're going, because if you don't, this car also doesn't know where it's going.
The driver's side door on our car was also often reluctant to close properly, but if you can afford to buy this car, then I'm sure you can also afford to hire your very own door closer and opener.
Wow, it sounds like a barky dog. Just don't get tired of that. If you want something with flair, this lacks a little bit of that quirky personality.
I guess what I'm trying to say is that the 720S didn't wrap me in as much fire and awe as I was expecting. Things might have been different with a few laps on track, but on this occasion the broken and busy rural roads around Rome didn't let me explore even 50% of the hype new supercar's limits. So for now I'll say that yes, it's as awesome as it gets for a supercar you can daily, but if you're looking for something that'll make you want to cheat on your wife, then this might not be it.
In today's episode, I'm joined by Gareth again, which means only one thing. We're going to be building the car to make it even faster and even better. We've got bucket seats, we've got harnesses, and in front of us, some new discs and some EBC yellow stuff pads.